Hello, my little shipheads, and welcome back to Ship Talk, where I discuss all the crazy blunders, mishaps, crimes, and weird stories in the world of supply chain. Today, we're going to talk tulips. Yeah, tulips. People love to act like hype culture is a modern phenomenon, but we've been collectively losing our minds over the next big thing for centuries. Tulip mania, for example, happened in the Netherlands in the 1630s, right after tulips were introduced from the Ottoman Empire. They were rare, they were beautiful, and at first they were just a luxury item for wealthy people who wanted to flex. But then things started to shift. Tulips stopped being flowers and started being actual assets. Certain rare bulbs became status symbols, and people started assigning them serious monetary value. At the peak, some bulbs were selling for the equivalent of several years' wages, and in some cases, roughly the value of a house on the Amsterdam canals. And this is where the supply chain part really matters. People weren't just trading bulbs they physically had, they were trading contracts, futures agreements, really, promising to deliver bulbs later, bulbs that hadn't even been harvested yet. But tulips are physical goods. They grow on a schedule. They have seasons. They require careful storage and transport. You can't just conjure them up out of hype and vibes. Then, in 1637, buyers suddenly stopped showing up. There was no big disaster, no government intervention, just confidence evaporated. Prices collapsed almost overnight. Imagine being a merchant who signed a contract weeks earlier. You're waiting on a shipment of bulbs, fully expecting a massive payoff, and by the time those bulbs arrive, they're worthless. Same cargo, same logistics process, completely different reality. Tulip mania is one of the earliest examples of an ordinary item being valued far beyond what it could ever realistically deliver. The supply chain may not have created the hype, but they probably did capitalize on it. Seems we never learn in these situations. Anyways, if you want more weird stories relating to supply chain, follow me. I'll be dropping a new story every week, along with other supply chain content. See you next time.